not private employees. This bill is not about private employees. It is about shoring up our failed public employee retirement systems. I urge you to vote no on this bad piece of legislation. Thank you.
Recognize Senator Tim Knopp.
Thank you, Mr. President. To the bill. A government-run retirement plan. What could possibly go wrong? Social Security, the much-loved program, is going broke because of government mismanagement and inattention, and I think robbing of the funds for other purposes. PERS, a state-run retirement plan for public employees. Crisis, another speaker on the floor today said we have a crisis. We do. The only problem is we're not addressing the right one, because the crisis is the plan that we, the legislature, are responsible for, called PERS, but we're not going to address that. Don't know why. We're not going to. It's just a billion-dollar hole that's sitting out there for the state and local government, but we haven't even had hearings on it. Apparently there's no sense of urgency for that crisis. I went to the Ways and Means Subcommittee to introduce the -A10 amendments, which was a 401k program. I thought surely, since they have a 401k program in front of them, they would appreciate this. But they didn't. They didn't even adopt the amendments, didn't really even discuss them, because it was for public employees. So apparently, a 401k retirement program is good enough for the private sector, but not good enough for public employees. Most of us try to work on issues that our constituents identify. And usually, we have the most contact with our constituents when we're running for re-election or for election. And during my election, not one person that I talked to out of thousands indicated that if you could only get to the Senate and start a retirement program that's government run for private employees, that would be awesome. Nobody said that. Nobody even said, if you could institute a paid sick leave policy, mandated by government, that would be great. Nobody said that either. Nobody said, hey, if you raise my car insurance rates, that would be awesome. Nobody said that. And nobody actually said, if you raise my minimum wage to $13 an hour, that would be great. Nobody said that. You know what they said? Go create jobs. Go find a way to spur on Oregon's economy. Fund education. You know what the legislature hasn't done? Hasn't focused on job creation, hasn't focused on funding education, but we did all those other things that I talked about. And apparently, if the unions want it, the unions get it. But if our constituents want it, they don't get it. And that's what troubles me about this bill, is the lack of fairness here. If this was such a great plan, why not let the good treasurer have a 401k plan that's separate for public employees as well, so they could benefit from apparently the incredible knowledge that's going to be vested in this plan that we're essentially going to try to force private employees into. Colleagues, this is not the right direction to go. We can and should do better, and we should be focusing on issues that our constituents really do care about. Because honestly, I've had very few emails on this issue that haven't been generated by the unions, maybe a few from AARP, but almost no contact on this apparently crisis that we're supposed to fix today. So while I support private sector plans. We have one for our employees that I manage. There's opportunities for employees to invest in many different plans, and a government-run plan does not need to be one of them. Thank you.